Wednesday, we need water, we need a towel. We'll be using a towel for quite a few exercises. So go get one quick if you don't have one. And just a soft floor, that's it. Body weight, towel, water. We'll have 15-ish, 14 different exercises. 45 seconds each, 15 seconds to switch into the next one. We'll do 2 rounds of each and then we end with a stretch. So let's just get going right away with our warm-up. As always, we'll bring our arms overhead and we'll take a deep breath in. As you come down, bring your arms down and squat down. Breathe out. And just a couple right here. Big arms, bring your arms back. Just kind of in a controlled swing back, up and down. Adding that squat at the bottom. At the top, right here with the arms, try to squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then rounding it here, rounding that upper body, squeezing shoulder blades, rounding the shoulders. We'll do 2 more. Last one. Good. Bring your arms overhead in a big reach, sideways, reaching for the ceiling. Tap the toe slightly, a little bit to the side, and then feel the stretch through the ribs. Right across the chest. So really reach for the wall. Don't forget to roll that hip in. Don't let your heel stay on the floor. Bring your heel up. Roll that ankle a little. 3, 2, 1. Back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your arms out wide. Back in. Right over left. Left over right. Keep rounding the shoulders, the upper back here, and keep pushing your shoulder blades back. Deep breaths in. Last 2. 1 more. Stay right here in a nice wide stance. We're just gonna lunge left, back up to right. So a full lunge from standing, pushing your hips back, pushing up to the heel, keeping the chest up. About 8 on each side. We'll do about 2 more. Last one. And then reach for the toe. Opposite fingers, opposite hand. Reach for the toe. Push your hips back. Keep your legs straight. Not bending the knee. If you are, just slightly, but you feel this in the back of your leg. Other arm reaches up to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. All right, a couple lunges. Let's step back. Come on down. Both arms up to the ceiling. Slowly. Head up. Again. Breathing in here. And out. Last one. So we switch. Same thing. Both arms up to the ceiling. Back knee down. Push up to the heel. One more lunge. All right, bring our knees up. Elbow to knee. Really give that knee a little pull. At the top, really bring it all the way up to the chest. And then add that little twist. Opposite elbow to the knee. Three, two, one, heels back. Heels back. And then again, we'll have about 14 different exercises, 45 seconds each, 15 seconds in between. Using the towel for most of them. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so keep moving. You grab your water, and we'll start the timer. First one, quick, show you quickly what we'll be doing. So grabbing that towel as always, also shoulder width apart, so not too far, not too close, and then step back. Every time we lunge down, the towel goes from chest height down to the hip. And we bring it to the hip, but the knees in front as well. So towards the front knee, back up, towards the front knee, back up. That's it. So you get ready. The timer starts in a few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lunge down and up. Long arms. Every time, bring your arms all the way to the front, down to the hip, back up. Shoulders down. Rotate your shoulders, rotate that upper body. Bring it to the wall next to you. So don't just bring your arms to the side and your chest stays pointing forward. Rotate, back up. You're just gonna simply switch to the other side. So you have those 15 seconds. Use it, find your balance. Roll the shoulders back and down. Arms to the front. Lunge down. Which one was it? It was this one. You keep going. Definitely want to switch the leg that was in front. Keep rotating. Bring the shoulders to the wall next to you, then back up. All right. Gonna bring the towel, you can just leave it to the side. We're gonna do a squat pulse as we come up. Pulse, we either jump or come onto our toes. Pulse, jump, or pulse on the toes. I heard it. You started on the toes or jump. Pulse. Maybe a combination. Toe, pulse, jump, pulse, toe, jump, or stay on your toes, or jump each time, whatever you feel like today. All right, a side lunge. We stay in our wide stance. We lunge only to one side. As you come up, bring your knee up, back in your lunge, or a tap. a tap. Here we go. You can also stay here and not bring your feet together. And lunge here without the tap or knee up. Like in the warm-up, you're pushing your hips back, and you're keeping your chest up. Knee up, all the way. Shake it out, other side, same thing. So stay right here, tap, or at the knee. Go the other way. Keep your eyes to the front. Don't lean forward too much. Chest stays up. Think about maybe bringing your shoulder blades together here rather than rounding that upper back. Keep the chest up. For the next one, we grab our towel. All right. So, palms facing forward. Push your hips back, little bend in the knee. Hinge from the hip, belly button in, shoulders back and down. We're gonna roll up once, and then bring the towel overhead. Roll up, overhead, palms facing up. Roll up, overhead, long arms. Don't swing, be in control. Overhead, and then a nice quick pull. You can really hold on to the towel. Squeeze it, pull it apart, or hold it softly. If you want that little extra, give that towel a good squeeze. All right, gonna push and pull this towel. Elbows in right next to the ribs, 90 degrees in those elbows. We're gonna push it out in a straight line, back in. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Push out, straight line. Squeeze the shoulders, push out, pull. Deep breath in and out. The shoulders are down. And that towel travels basically back and forth the same height off the floor. In a straight line, push and pull. All right, 2 jacks, jump in a squat. 1, 2, squat. 1, 2, squat. Or step, step, squat. Yeah, high impact or low. Step, step, squat. You can still be quick. Step, step, squat. Step, step. Big arms overhead. Get your heart rate up here. If you do your low impact option, you can still be quick. Still get your heart rate up. Couple seconds. All right, finish. Grab your towel. Okay, palms facing out. You're gonna bring the towel towards your hip, long arms, back up, Other side. Back up, left, then right. Like a row. Like you're in a boat, you're rowing. Hips facing forward. Keep your hips as still as possible. Bend from the side. Like we did earlier, try to rotate your upper body, your shoulders, left to right. Right, we come down to the floor. Stay on your hip. I'm gonna lift the hip off the floor. As we do, the top knee comes up. Knee up and down. So lift up, knee out, and down. If you want, if you can keep your hip up the whole time. And bring your knee in and out. Or bring that hip all the way down and then open up. Breathing out in that lift. Lightly pushing your hips forward and bring that knee all the way up. Switch to the other side. Same thing, so start on that hip. Bring the knees in a little, feet together, shoulder down. Lift the hip, bottom knee stays on the floor, and then the top knee comes up to the ceiling. Take your time. Give that a squeeze at the top. Lightly bringing the hips forward in the lift. All right, gonna roll all the way over onto your back. All fours come up. You can lengthen or bend in the knee. Lower opposite arm and leg. Back up, switch, other side. So keep it left and right, opposite arm and leg up to the ceiling. The other two come down. Use your core muscles, your abs to lower and lift. So squeeze that midsection. Squeeze it, especially in that lift. All right, gonna roll over for the last one. In your plank, you can be in a four-arm plank on your elbows or a high plank. We're gonna lift our hips all the way up to the ceiling, back in your plank. Lift the hips, like down dog, back in your plank. Try to lift those hips as much as you can. A nice stretch. And that's it for round one. So take your time to come up. Right, you always keep that chin above your heart. Perfect. So quick sip of water, and we start from the top. We'll take a couple of seconds just to take a deep breath. And as I reset my timer. All right. Okay, so back at it. Grab that towel again. We did that lunge, bringing the towel towards the hip, really adding that twist, really rotating the upper body, bending from the side and squeezing it yourself. In 3, 2, 1. You can bring your towel overhead each time or chest height. As long as you're rotating the upper body. Just gonna move to the other side. All right, get ready though. In this 15 seconds, step back, roll your shoulders back and down, belly button in. Here we go. Inhale, on your way down, out, on your way up. Maybe it helps to bring your eyes to the wall next to you. So you really rotate, bring the shoulders towards that wall, keep your balance. Should be close. All right, bring the towel to the side. Squat, pulse, jump, or roll on your toes. Same thing, get ready. Deep breath in. Pulse, jump, pulse. Roll on the toes. Come all the way up though. If you do come up on those toes, lift the chest. Weight in the heels, roll onto the toes. Add that little jump. Maybe last couple seconds. I'm feeling my legs from yesterday. I'm good like this. All right, lunges, staying in that wide stance, tapping, or bringing that knee up. Focus on your breathing. Especially if you're doing your jump squats. If you're out of breath. And stick it out. You have to. Other side. Few seconds. And we start. Don't forget to give that knee a little extra pull. to the chest. 10 seconds. A few more. All right, grabbing the towel, push your hips back, nice straight back, shoulders back and down. We're gonna roll up, palms facing forward, and overhead. Roll up, overhead, without swinging. Careful with the shoulders. And like last time, you can hold that towel softly or really squeeze it. Pull it apart. Adding a little extra work for those arms. All right, hold your towel right here. So first we're gonna do our jacks. 2 jumping jacks. No, we're not. Sorry for the confusion. All right, so palms facing forward, elbows right next to the ribs, 90 degrees, push out, straight line, back in, squeeze your shoulder blades, back out, push, squeeze your chest in that push out, squeeze your chest, squeeze the back. And I'm really holding on to this towel. I'm really squeezing it and I'm pulling it apart. Few more deep breaths. And then we'll do our jacks, jumping into that squat. Right, here it is. Remember, you can jump and squat or step, step, but full arms overhead and be quick. A full squat as well. All the way down. And where's that timer? All right. So palms facing in, or rather maybe away from you when your arms are up. Bring it to the hip. Back up, other side. Row. So we did this first 2 exercises in that lunge. Same thing here. We're just alternating left and right. Arms come overhead. Hips forward and still. Bend from the side. Rotate your shoulders. And come on down to the floor. Or to your side. Knees in, feet together. Lift the hip, open up. Bring the knee up to the ceiling. Open up and down. Push your hips slightly forward. Don't lean on your shoulder. Yeah, you can also keep that hip up. If you want a little extra, now keep opening that knee. Simply switch over to the other side. Bring that knee in, feet together. Push your shoulder down, deep breath in. And come on up. Exhale here, that in. Lift the hip all the way up, as much as you can. And roll over onto your back, all fours up to the ceiling. And then lower opposite arm and leg. Remember, you can lengthen or bend the knee for a slightly easier option. Or all fours at the same time. If you feel up do it, that's up to you. All four and back up. At your own pace as well. You take your time, or maybe speed up if you feel like you can do this in good form. You're not arching your lower back and using your abs to lift and lower. And a plank. So we'll do our minute plank here. Then come up, bring your hips up and back into that plank position. And here we go. Up and down. So you can do this on your elbows as well. Same thing. Just lift up and down. Kind of bringing your head in both cases right in between your arms. Like your ears are about where your elbows are. Keep going. When you hear the timer, that means we're 45 seconds in and we still have 15 to go. Keep going.
Activity completed.
And there we are done. Awesome. All right, we'll do a quick stretch right here. Just come seated right here on the floor. Let's just bring our feet together. Just bring your feet in as much as you can and then drop your knees out to the side. Just drop them out to the side, stretching your inner thigh there a little bit. You're gonna hold on to your toes, but don't force anything. Just kind of let them fall sideways naturally. And then you already should feel the stretch. Your inner thigh. I'll take a couple deep breaths in. All right, we're just gonna lengthen one of our legs right here. One stays right in and just kind of lengthen it, bring it out sideways. Then roll your shoulders down, chest stays up, and then chest bend from your hip. Slightly forward. And the leg that's right here in the front, just bring it all the way in front of you. Bring one knee up to the chest. Bring it over your leg as well. Give it that little pull until you feel your glute stretch right here. We're going to switch. Lengthen that leg, bring the other one in, bring your foot in towards your body, slightly to the side, chest up, shoulders back and down, hinge forward from the hip, and just sit here for a bit. I had quite a workout yesterday, so just do what you can. Maybe this actually helps to feel a little bit less of a muscle ache right here. Good stretching always helps as well. All right, then bring that leg forward, knee up to the chest, and give it a little pull. All right, let's come on to our knees. Right, you bring that foot back over and just come onto your knee right here. Big step forward. We'll stretch those quads and the front of your hip just by leaning forward. I'm just gonna kind of rest on this knee. You can also just keep your chest up and get a little tilt to that hip if you'd rather. Really good stretch. And come back up and just simply switching. Find that balance first, then tilt the hip or lean forward or both. Hold that stretch for a couple more seconds and then we'll come up to standing. Come back up, bring your knees back together, tucking those toes under, roll up. Just get into a bit of a wider stance. You can just bring your fingertips to the floor. So really pushing your hips back. We do this also in a warm-up where we reach for the opposite knee. Same thing, push your hips back. You can let your head hang down here if you like, if you prefer, or keep it more up. I like to keep my chin up a little more. And then we're just gonna roll halfway up, get that shoulder stretch in, that upper back. Just bring that shoulder in towards the middle. And the other side. Push up that knee a little. Bring that shoulder in towards the middle as much as you can, feeling the upper back stretching. And then we're just gonna roll all the way up to standing. Fingertips behind the ears. One more roll. Up the shoulders and back, chest up. Elbows out. Hold that stretch for a few more seconds. And then bring your arms down. For the last two squats, we're gonna inhale slow, inhale deep for about 4 seconds. And then hold at the top, exhale for 4 or 5. One more. Inhale. Hold and exhale. And then you always know you're done. We're done for Wednesday. Well done. Perfect, on time. We'll see you back here on Friday. Thanks for joining. See you on Friday.